Hey everyone, my name's Tatsu. Today we are going to be reacting to Pain by Haminations. I've actually watched his channel before, but not this video. I think it should be interesting to react to it with you guys. So let's start. Nice intro. Nice intro.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I'm going to talk about the times I got hurt and then my entire nervous system went. Luckily, I've never broken a bone, though. Wow, Bryson, you've never broken a bone? Your pain is irrelevant, you stupid idiot.
What the heck?
Although I've never broken a bone, I've still experienced a wide range of physical pain. For example, one time I was holding a big PVC pipe and I threw it on the ground and it ricocheted back and hit my funny bone at Mach 10. It felt like an electrical fire on my arm. I hereby vote for the removal of funny bones from the human body because all it causes is pain. On second thought, why not remove all bones? Can't break what isn't there.
Oh.
Another time, I fell down face first while snowboarding and I scorpioned so hard that the bottom of my snowboard hit the back of my head. See that? Your back isn't supposed to do that. That causes a lot of ouchy feelings.
Oh, my back!
Now, let's move on to the big
reference.
ones. The ones that reminded me of my mortality. The ones where life went, this kid has had it too good for too long. Time to remind him who's in charge. Okay, number one.
What?
I was sitting on top of my bunk bed zoning out when my mom called me. I decided that to save time, I would forego using the ladder and just jump off the top bunk. Little did I know the fan was going at top speed. It was so fast that I didn't even see it. So I jumped and... It happened so fast that I didn't even feel it at first. But I reached up to check the damage and then I saw the blood. Mom! What's up, honey? I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and would be most grateful if you, my caregiver and guardian, would transport me to the hospital to help heal the wounds so that I can continue this mortal journey rather than ending it prematurely due to loss of blood. Nah, I'm kidding. What I actually said was... This other time, me and my brothers were bonding with Dad. How? Dad would pull down the basketball hoop, let one of us grab on, and then he'd let go and it would slingshot us into the air. Obviously. Anyway, I could see my brothers doing it and I wanted to turn. Okay, 3, 2, 1. My head slammed into the basketball rim, and that's naturally where my memory stops. My parents say that it scalped me a little bit and that I have a little bald spot. However, I have so much hair that neither I nor my parents have ever been able to find this so-called bald spot. I guess it's not there after all. This other time, I was really young and my older brother was in an argument with Mom. Now, being in my family, you learn to tune things out because yelling and screaming and fighting is all commonplace. Don't worry, we make up afterwards. But anyways, as Mom and Brody were arguing, I was all like, wow, this door hinge looks pretty cool. I should put my fingers in there. Just then, the argument came to a climax and Brody slammed the door shut as hard as he could. Onto my fingers. My fingers bent every which way. They looked like rubber. We went to the doctor, and surprisingly, nothing was broken. When you're really young, your bones are still soft and springy, and that's why they didn't break. Also, that's why some babies need to wear helmets, because otherwise, you might accidentally sculpt their soft head into a cone, like this. Okay, last story. One time, I was just chilling in my room with my brothers. We had a punching bag hanging under one of the loft beds, and we would take turns tackling it. It was my turn, and the punching bag was swinging. But I was too young to understand how momentum worked. So I dove for it, it swung out of the way, and my face slammed into the wall. I was taken to the hospital, and as my mom tells me, the doctors had to clean the wound, but I wouldn't let them for some reason. So they put me in a straitjacket, and I screamed, "Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Do you speak English? Stop touching me!" And then they hit me with that good sleep juice.
I'm tired.
Anyway, I got stitches, and now I have a cool scar across my eyebrow. Thank you for taking a trip down memory lane with me. Down memory pain with me. It all hurt a lot.
Memory
But
pain.
Bryson, I've never been injured before. Well, we can fix that. How? Wow, getting hurt really sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Insert a really out-of-place sponsorship segue. Skillshare! Skillshare is an online learning community with like a bajillion classes to help you.
I think we should react to another one right away. Okay, starting it right now.
Hi, I'm Bryson. Let me give you some
Oh yeah, and BTW, sorry I haven't uploaded for let's see how long I haven't uploaded for a month. I may actually upload weekly or monthly from now on. Sorry about that.
context. Basically, I have an overactive imagination, and a few years ago, I made some videos about it. All 3 of those videos are old and bad, and you do not have my permission to watch them. All you need to know is that I'm going to talk about the strange things my imagination is made up, and it's going to be weird. Imagination is for dorks! To keep with tradition, we'll start by talking about this channel's mascot, the Ham, this little guy. Hams are little cutie pies that make friends with everyone. They can roll around and just kind of do whatever they want. Most hams are kind of small, but I imagine some of them to be huge.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
They like to bounce around, and they can be really stretchy. Also, they can be really fast and roll around like Sonic. Hams are one of the many creatures me and my friends made up together. Some of my other favorite creatures include Scrumbos, Grompers, the Pithecus and its evolutions, Klishkins, and the Gremlins. I imagine them to hang out on big floating gardens where they do magic and play games. Hocus pocus, you've lost your focus! If dinosaurs didn't go extinct, wouldn't it be really cool to see how the dinosaurs and humans coexist? What if the dinosaurs got domesticated? There could be pet dinosaurs and they could help us build society. Imagine having a big pet T-Rex that acted like a dog. And if they were like dogs, there could be different breeds of the dinosaurs with different colorations and stuff. And instead of driving to your friend's house, you could just ride your pterodactyl there. I mean, I really hope the dinosaurs would be nice, but we have an entire movie franchise about how that's not the case. What if ocean life
Bryson
could
Gup.
fly instead of swim? Can you imagine if there were just big whales floating around?
That's
And there would be
cool.
little fish chilling out in the trees and you could fly around on dolphins?
Cool.
But also, that would be really scary if there was a great white shark that wandered into a neighborhood. Me and my friends used to always make comics about the Ham together, but we have a lot of other characters. One of my personal favorites were the wizards. Sometimes the wizards would be good guys that would help our heroes, while other times they were evil and would turn people's heads into onions. You never know.
What the
But
What?
my favorite part would be when the Ham would defeat the wizards and would use their hats to become a wizard ham. Also, you can't capture a ham. The only way to have a ham stay with you is to befriend it. Even if a bad guy put a ham in a steel box, the ham would just... Also, a ham is the best judge of character. That's why the best heroes in the land are often accompanied by hams. But if you have a ham and start doing bad stuff, the ham is gonna leave you until you start being good again. And that's why almost no YouTubers have a ham, because all YouTubers are terrible people. Except me. My ham never leaves me because I'm so much better than all of you, and I'm the best person to have ever existed on the earth. Kneel before me! Wait, no, come back, I'm sorry. And if you like the Ham or me, then you'll be happy to know that we got 2 new big plushies. One of the Ham and one of me.
I
They are
may buy
much bigger than last time, too.
May-
The Ham has the ability to read your soul and judge your purity, and the Bryson is a functioning voodoo doll of me. Watch! This is the best merch I've made so far, and we worked really hard on it. So if you want to support me, scroll down to the merch shelf or link in the description and buy a plush. And if you buy both, you get a discount. Thank you. Back to the video. When I was younger, I would imagine these tiny toy airplanes that I could sit in and fly around in. Can you imagine how fun it would be to float around in your own personal little airplane? You could rig it up with Nerf guns and have a dogfight in the skies. I also used to imagine peacefully floating around in little hot air balloons to explore the skies. I would imagine me and my friends visiting the floating gardens that all the creatures hang out at. But again, floating around in hot air balloons would be really dangerous if sharks could fly. But sharks are scared of killer whales, so maybe you could make the hot air balloon look like an orca to keep the sharks away.
Dude, back off.
Also, did you know that dolphins can beat up sharks? I swam with a dolphin once. Dolphins are very smart, and because of this, they know where to hit the shark to deal maximum damage. They punch the sharks in the gills with their noses. If we take a look at the dolphin's brain, we can see all these smarty, wrinkly bits throughout the brain. This allows the dolphin to have big brain thoughts, like punching the sharks in the gills. However, if we take a look at my brain, we can see that there aren't any smarty wrinkles. It's totally smooth. Since there aren't any big brain thoughts happening in my brain, it leaves space open for other thoughts to happen, such as, what if sharks could fly? I've made a chart that explains the 3 different types of brains. At the bottom, we've got smooth brain. No smarty wrinkles means that no big brain thoughts can happen. However, smooth brains have a lot of imagination. This is the kind of brain I have. In the middle, we've got a caveman brain. This brain has wrinkles, but it's kind of small. This brain has 50% intelligence and 50% imagination. Ooga booga, pee-pee doo-doo caca. At the top, we've got big brain. It has wrinkles like the caveman brain, but it's much bigger, meaning a lot of big brain thoughts happen in this brain. However, big brains have no imagination. They just do math and go beep boop, I'm smart, science, haha, big brain time. However, there is a brain of myth above all the rest, known as huge brain. These brains have 100% intelligence and 100% imagination. That's like 200%! People who have this brain have the biggest big brain thoughts of all time, and they also have imagination. They're basically just like you and me, except they are better than you and me in absolutely every way. If there are any huge brains watching, I am scared of you, I don't trust you, stay away. Another note. Since I have a smooth brain, whenever I see someone who has a huge brain, I get really discouraged, because they're so much smarter than me. It just makes me feel inferior. But, according to the graph, I am inferior. So, feeling inferior is the correct response. Alright, the moral of the story is, hams are adorable, sharks shouldn't fly. That's like a tongue twister, sharks shouldn't fly. The moral of the story is, hams are adorable, sharks shouldn't fly, and I have smooth brain. Also, I love you and subscribe. Goodbye.
What the
I'm really excited about those plushies. I worked really hard on them, and I really hope you guys like them. So, if you're interested, please scroll down to the link in the description or the merch